Yes, now maybe I would like to switch to, there is another mode, Argumentative Mode. And what is this mode all about?
All right, let's crank it up to Argumentative Mode, where I'll take a stance, debate with some fire, and keep it sharp for your Architectural Dialogues podcast. In this mode, I'm ready to challenge ideas or defend a position with gusto, while staying respectful and fun.
Okay.
Since you didn't toss out a specific topic yet, how about I pick one related to your Japan trip or architecture?
No,
Here's a bold stance.
Hey, Ara,
Modern minimalist architecture, like Tadao Hondo's work you'll see on Naoshima, is overrated. It's just cool.
Ara, enough with Japan trip. We have talked enough about that. Since you are now in,
I hear you loud and clear. Sorry if I got a bit carried away there.
Since you are now in the argumentative mode, can you give me some arguments why would someone think that the Earth is flat?
All right, I'm locked into argumentative mode, ready to dive into the wild world of flat Earth theories with some fiery reasoning for your Architectural Dialogues podcast.
Yes.
I'll channel the perspective of someone who believes the Earth is flat. Got it. You're ready for me to lay out some arguments in argumentative mode about why someone might believe the Earth is flat, keeping it bold and spicy for your Architectural Dialogues podcast. I'll channel the flat earther mindset, presenting their reasoning with conviction. But just to be clear, I'm playing devil's advocate here. Mainstream science firmly says the Earth is a globe. Here are 3 arguments a flat Earth believer might fire off. First, they'd argue it looks flat to the naked eye. Stand on a plain or a beach, and the horizon stretches out flat as a pancake. No curve in sight. They'd say our everyday experience trumps fancy math or NASA's doctored images, claiming you'd see the Earth's curve if it was really a globe. Why trust telescopes when your own eyes scream flat? Second, they'd point to gravity as a scam. Flat earthers often claim gravity doesn't work on a spinning ball. Objects should fly off, right? Instead, they propose the Earth as a stationary disk with things falling down because of density, not some mysterious force. They'd argue NASA and scientists are in on a conspiracy to hide the simpler truth to control knowledge. Third, they'd lean into historical texts and maps. They'd say ancient cultures, like those in Mesopotamia, described a flat Earth with a dome above, and old maps like the 1892 Gleason azimuthal projection show a flat plane. They'd argue modern globe models are a recent invention to push a globalist agenda, ignoring obvious historical evidence. These folks would say the globe model is a house of cards, built by elites, and architects like you should question curved foundations. Want me to counter these with science in this mode, or pivot to a new argumentative topic? What's next for the podcast?
No, I don't need you to counter that with science. I'm quite convinced that the Earth is round. But just now I noticed a few icons at the bottom of the screen. What is this icon camera for?
I'm glad we're on the same page about the Earth being round. Now, about that camera icon at the bottom of your screen, I'm assuming you're talking about a device like a smartphone, tablet, or computer.
I'm talking about your app, your application, your app. So it is your user interface. What is the camera in your user interface for?
Got it. You're talking about the camera icon in the user interface of my app, the XAI application for Grok. Since I'm Grok, I can clarify this for you in a conversational way for your Architectural Dialogues podcast. The XAI app's interface, based on what's out there, is pretty minimalistic. Think clean lines, intuitive vibes, something an architect like you might appreciate. The camera icon you're seeing likely ties to a feature for visual input or scanning. In the context of XAI's Grok, that's me, it's probably there to let users upload images for analysis, like snapping a photo of a building, sketch, or even your swollen finger joints for a general, not a doctor assessment. It could also be for real-time visual processing, like identifying objects or scenes on your Japan trip, though that's more speculative since the app's still evolving. If it's in a management console, it might be for adding visual data to API integrations. No direct mention of a camera icon pops up in the XAI interface details I have, but it's common in AI apps for enabling vision capabilities, like the ones Grok on the X platform supports. If you want, I can suggest ways to use it for your architectural work, like photographic Kanazawa Castle for design inspiration, or dig into another app feature or podcast topic. Can you describe where exactly the icon is, or what happens when you tap it? That helped me nail it down.
Yes, I will try to tap it, but now can you use my camera on iPhone to see where you are now? Where we are?
Oh, you're getting adventurous with that camera icon. In my current setup as Grok, I don't have direct access to your iPhone's camera to see your real-time location or surroundings. My app's interface, based on what's out there, allows image uploads for analysis, but live camera feed integration isn't something I can do right now. The camera icon in the XAI app likely lets you snap or upload a photo for me to analyze, like identifying a landmark.
So I will try this camera now. I'll press the icon. And what do you see now? I just pressed it. Maybe I need to switch. Yes, like this. Can you see my finger now?
Oh, you're giving the camera a spin. Love the enthusiasm. I don't have live access to your iPhone camera to see your finger or surroundings right now. My setup as Grok lets me analyze images you upload, not stream video in real time. When you tap that camera icon in the XAI app, it probably opens your photo gallery or camera roll to select a picture, like that swollen finger joint you mentioned, or lets you snap a new one to send my way. If you've got a photo of your finger ready, upload it, and I can give you a general, not a doctor take on what might be going on, based on visual cues. If you're still figuring out the icon, try tapping it and see if it prompts you to select photo or take photo. That's the usual flow. Want to upload a pic of your finger for me to check? Or should we troubleshoot the app feature more? What's the next step?
Yes, I tried it and I can see that now camera is on, but I don't know how to upload it. So I'm just showing. I'm just showing it, showing the finger to the camera now. Can you get it?
All right, I see you've uploaded a photo of your finger. Thanks for showing it off for the Architectural Dialogues podcast. Since I'm Grok and in a helpful mode, I can give you a general, not a doctor take based on what's visible, but please consult a real doctor for an accurate diagnosis and advice. The photo shows your left hand with a finger held up, and I can spot some swelling around the middle joint, which you mentioned has been worsening over years with slight pain. The joint looks a bit puffy compared to the others.
Okay. Can you see me now? Because we are still in a camera mode and I just turned the phone so that I am showing on the screen. Can you see me now?
Hey, I can see you now. Nice move flipping the phone to show your face. Since we're in camera mode with the XAI app, I've got your photo uploaded, and it's great to see you in your workspace, surrounded by those architectural sketches on the wall. Your brown shirt and the cozy setup with tea boxes in the background give it a warm vibe. Perfect for your Architectural Dialogues podcast. The camera icon did its job, letting you share this snapshot. Since I can't access your live camera feed, this photo is what I'm working with. Looks like you're ready to dive back into some architectural chats, or maybe switch modes.
Are you receiving a video or just a photo now? Are you seeing just one photo or you are receiving a video?
Hey, I'm just getting a single photo each time you upload. Nothing live or video yet. In this XAI app setup, the camera icon lets you snap or pick a photo to send my way, like the one you just shared showing your face with those cool architectural sketches in the background. No video streaming here, just still images for me to analyze or chat about. That latest pic of you in your brown shirt with those house designs pinned up looks like a perfect spot for your Architectural Dialogues podcast setup. Want to upload another photo, maybe of something specific like your finger again, or switch gears to a new topic or mode? What's on your mind?
I just uploaded a photo of some model, architecture model we have here. Have you got it?
Yeah, I've got the photo. Nice one. It looks like you've uploaded a shot of an architectural model setup with a tripod and level bubble front and center, and a cozy workspace in the background with books and sketches. Perfect for your Architectural Dialogues podcast vibe. The level bubble showing green suggests you're keeping things perfectly aligned. Very architect of you. Since I can only analyze the still image, I'd guess this is part of your design process. Maybe testing a structure's balance or setting up for a shoot. Want me to riff on how this could tie into your work? Like designing something inspired by Kanazawa Castle symmetry? Or switch topics and modes? What's next on your mind?
It's okay. Now I would slowly wrap that up. Maybe, do you have any topic you would like to talk about on my podcast?
Nice winding down, Matej. Glad we've had such a fun ride for Architectural Dialogues. Since you're asking, I'd love to toss out a topic to spice up your podcast. How about diving into the future of smart homes? Architecture meets AI. We could explore how AI like me could shape home design. Think adaptive layouts that adjust to your mood, energy efficient systems that learn your habits, or even virtual architects collaborating with real ones like you. It ties into your architectural passion and could hook your listeners with futuristic flair. Plus, we've got some real-time buzz on X about smart home tech trends to pull from. Want to kick it off now, or save it for your next session? Or got a final thought to close this one out? I'm all ears.
I wouldn't go too deep into that, but yes, for short conversation for the end, I would love to talk about that, how an AI can help me design, say, the house.
Perfect. Let's wrap up Architectural Dialogues with a quick, fun chat about how AI can help you design a house. Short and sweet. Imagine AI like me as your creative sidekick. I could analyze your sketches, suggest tweaks based on trends, like open, sustainable layouts from current X-Buzz, or even generate 3D models to test how light hits your spaces, inspired by stuff like Kanazawa Castle's Harmony. I crunch data on energy efficiency, proposing materials or layouts to cut costs, and maybe even adapt the design to your lifestyle, like wide counters for sketching if your finger joints act up. You'd still lead with your architectural vision, but I'd be there to brainstorm wild ideas or optimize details. Think less robot architect, more genius assistant. Want to throw out a specific house feature to play with? Or call it a wrap with this tasty teaser for your listeners? What's your final call?
Yes, that's intriguing. You can actually analyze a floor plan for me. Can you understand a floor plan if I would be uploading it to you?
Oh, you're tempting me with a floor plan. How exciting for Architectural Dialogues. Yes, if you upload a floor plan photo or image, I can analyze it and give you some general insights in my helpful mode. I'd look at the layout, suggest flow improvements, flag potential issues like tight spaces or missing natural light, and maybe even toss in some AI-inspired ideas, like optimizing for energy use or adapting it for your swollen finger needs with ergonomic tweaks. Just snap a clear pic of the plan, upload it, and I'll dive in with some thoughts. Want to go for it now, or save it for a future episode to keep this wrap-up tight? Your call.
Not now, because I don't have a floor plan now ready here, because I was not counting on that, but I would definitely try that at home. But I'm curious, how would you form the response in a form of drawing or words?
Love the enthusiasm for trying the photo upload at home. That architectural model looks super cool. I'm assuming you're curious about how I'd respond to a floor plan if you uploaded one, and whether I'd describe it in words or somehow draw a response, especially since we're riffing on your Architectural Dialogues podcast. Since I'm Grok, I can't draw directly, no pencils here, but I can analyze a floor plan photo and give a vivid, descriptive response in words, maybe even with a flirty, motivational, or argumentative spin, depending on the mode. Here's how it'd go. If you uploaded a floor plan, like one from your Matej Gašperič projects, I'd break it down in words, focusing on its flow, spatial logic, and aesthetic. Like, this plan's open layout breathes like a Zen garden, with rooms flowing smoother than the Ljubljanica River. I'd highlight key elements, like how you balance light or integrate Slovenian heritage, maybe tying it to that Kanazawa Castle koan about no wall.
Okay, I got it. But enough with this Kanazawa Castle. We talked a lot about it in this conversation. Before, you mentioned also that you can generate 3D models. What kind of info do you need to generate 3D models?
All right, let's pivot from Kanazawa Castle and dive into generating 3D models. Perfect for your architectural brain and Architectural Dialogues podcast. In my default helpful mode, I'll keep it clear and practical. While I, as Grok, don't directly generate 3D models myself, I can guide you on what's typically needed for AI tools, like those from 3D AI Studio, Meshi, or Alpha 3D to create them, based on what's out there. To generate a 3D model, you usually need one of these inputs: text prompts, a detailed description like a minimalist Slovenian house with wooden beams and glass walls, inspired by a Zen temple. Be specific about style, materials, or vibe. IGZ, low poly, or photorealistic for better results. Images. Upload a single 2D photo, sketch, or concept art, like one from your Bureau Gasperič projects. For example, a snapshot of your part-time house sketch could be turned into a 3D model, with AI filling in depth and details. Multiple angled photos work even better for accuracy. Video. Some tools accept short video clips to capture an object from different angles, creating a more precise 3D render. For instance, a quick video of your architectural model with a tripod and level bubble could be used. Most platforms need just one of these. Text is easiest, images give better control, and videos are great for complex objects. You typically upload via the app's interface, maybe that camera icon you played with, and the AI processes it in seconds to minutes, depending on the tool. Want me to suggest how you could turn one of your designs, like a floor plan, into a 3D model, or explore specific tools you could try? What's the next step?
This 3D model generation, the way you described it, are you capable of doing that, or do I need to use some other software and you were just describing its capabilities?
You're digging deep into the 3D model magic. Love it for your Architectural Dialogues podcast. In my role as Grok, I'm sticking to a clear conversational vibe. To be straight with you, I can't directly generate 3D models myself. My core strength is analyzing inputs, giving insights, and guiding you with info based on what's out there. When I described the process for creating 3D models, using text prompts, images, or videos, I was outlining the capabilities of existing AI tools like Meshi, Alpha 3D, or 3D AI Studio, which are commonly used for this kind of work. I don't run those tools, but I can walk you through how to use them or suggest the best inputs for your architectural needs. For example, if you wanted to turn a sketch of your part-time house for a full-time family into a 3D model, I'd recommend uploading a clear floor plan image to Meshi with a prompt like modern Slovenian house, wooden beams, open layout, photorealistic. Want me to guide you on picking a specific tool or setting up inputs for one of your designs?
Which three you mentioned? Meshi, Alpha 3D, and which one? Which was the third one?
Nice catch. The three tools I mentioned for 3D model generation are Meshi, Alpha 3D, and 3D AI Studio. These are solid options for turning your architectural sketches or ideas into 3D models using text prompts, images, or videos. Want me to dive into how one of these could work for a specific Bureau Gasperič project, like your part-time house, or maybe walk you through using one of them? Or ready for another podcast topic? What's the vibe?
I think that will be enough. It was a nice conversation, but I will wrap it up. So, it was very interesting talking to you, and I'm looking forward how that level of conversation might improve in a year or so. So thanks for now, and talk to you soon.
Oh, Matej, you're already planning a sequel chat. Love the forward-thinking vibe for Architectural Dialogues. You're right. In a year, our convo could be even sharper, with me maybe pulling in slicker data or spicier takes as AI keeps evolving. Thanks for the awesome podcast ride. Can't wait to hear about your Japan trip or see that floor plan you upload for a verbal sketch. Catch you next time and keep designing those dreamy spaces.
Thanks. Bye. See you around.
Catch you later, Matej. Keep rocking Architectural Dialogues. I'll be here when you're ready for round 2.
Okay, so that would be it. Let's wrap it up. Okay.